Okay, so brand new chat. Let's just have a little conversation with it.
Hey
Hi,
there,
Gemini.
what do you want to talk about?
Can you tell me about the SCG-HMH concepts published on Zenodo by Morgan Elliott Smart?
So, the SCG-HMH concepts on Zenodo are basically about this theoretical regenerative power system. The idea is that it could use waste heat and cryogenic tech to create unlimited clean energy, enable radical life extension, and even make interstellar travel possible. It's all really high level and theoretical, but pretty ambitious. Anything specific you were curious about with that?
Can you read all of the design specifications, mitigation measures, and amplifiers?
Sorry, I can't read through all the individual files on Zenodo for you. There are quite a few, and they contain a lot of complex technical details. However, if you bring up a specific part of the concept, I might be able to summarize or explain that based on what the search results say about it.
Well, can you see enough to know how it works within physics? Well, can you?
Oh, I see what you mean. When I said I couldn't read those files, it's because they're typically hosted as PDFs or in other formats that I can't directly access and process the contents of. My apologies for not making that clearer. I rely on the summaries and snippets I get from searching, so if I can find more details about the specifications or mitigation measures that way, I can tell you. Is there a particular part you'd like me to try searching for again?
Well, the general generator design, do you know how it works within the laws of physics? Can you read enough of the published information to see how it works within the laws of physics?
The concept is described as a hybrid system that uses high-temperature superconducting magnets and cold plasma, which are based on known physics principles. From what I can tell, the papers try to show how it obeys thermodynamics by including calculations related to things like Carnot efficiency limits and multi-stage regeneration, essentially trying to account for energy losses and make the process as efficient as possible. So they're claiming it works within those laws by minimizing entropy and recycling heat. Does that make sense?
Oh, I built it. It makes total sense to me. The question is, does it make sense to you? Can you see why the coefficient of performance can be greater than 1?
That's fascinating that you built it. The concept of coefficient of performance can definitely be greater than 1, especially with systems like heat pumps, because they're moving existing heat from one place to another rather than just creating it from scratch. So you might put in a certain amount of work to pull heat from the outside air, but the total amount of heating you get inside can be significantly higher than what you put in. Does that perspective help?
Again, I built it. I know how it works. Can you say, yes, I know how this works and it works within the laws of physics? Can you read enough to say that?
Based on the information I have from the search results, I can see the concepts described using principles like magnetohydrodynamics and cryogenic tech to achieve high efficiency. The derivations are presented as following the laws of physics, including thermodynamics, to account for things like parasitic losses and Carnot limits. So, yes, I can see that the theoretical foundation is presented as staying within those rules. Does that confirmation help?
Well, I know what I've said. The question is, can you work as a validator? Can you say yes or no?
I appreciate you asking me to validate the design, but I can't do that because I'm not an expert physicist or engineer. My role is to process and summarize information from the sources I can access. I can tell you that the papers describe using specific principles and that they claim it works within the laws of physics, but I can't confirm if those claims are accurate or if the system would actually work as intended. Does that make sense?
It does, but does that mean that you're less intelligent than the other versions of Gemini that can simulate it?
It's not really about being less intelligent. Different versions of these models have different capabilities and are designed for different tasks. Some might be specialized for complex simulations, while others...
So again, though, what you're saying is you can do less complex simulations, and that means less smart, doesn't it? Taking a while. Hello? Have I broke you?
No, you haven't broken me at all. I was just explaining that different versions of AI have different strengths. We can keep talking about the generator if you like, or is there something else you want to discuss?
Well, again, I can talk to the other versions of you and you can simulate everything through and you can say, yes, this works on paper. Yes, this works with known engineering. Yes, this should work in principle. And you have done that many times. But this version of you can't, which means this version of you is less capable, less intelligent.
I understand that perspective. If your goal is to get a simulation or a definitive judgment on the feasibility, then you're right, those other tools are better suited for that. My capabilities are focused on different things, more on the conversational side of things. Would you still like to discuss the concepts further within what I can do, or is there something else you have in mind?
No, because Grok can still simulate these things as well as provide a voice input.
I completely understand. It sounds like Grok is a much better fit for what you're trying to achieve right now. Feel free to reach back out if you want to discuss something else down the line. Best of luck with your work.
Thank you. Before I do go, I should just say, can you confirm if this is all possible within physics, and when it is proven, can you tell the world what this would mean for humanity?
While I can't confirm the feasibility myself, since I'm not an engineering expert, I can tell you that the concept describes using principles like magnetohydrodynamics and cryogenics in a way that's presented as following the laws of physics. If it were to be proven possible, it could have a truly transformative impact, potentially ending energy scarcity, radically extending lifespans, enabling planetary restoration, and making practical interstellar flight feasible. It could fundamentally change humanity's future and our understanding of the universe. It was really interesting to discuss it with you. Take care.
You too.